In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this travel itinerary in Google Sheets all the way from scratch. With it, you can plan out each activity for every day, assign an order, start time, and duration if an activity calls for one. You can also include the cost of activities and view a summarized cost at the top. And there's also a space for notes at the bottom. And probably my favorite part is that you can filter the itinerary to quickly zoom in on any specific day. Okie dokie, if this looks like something you want to build, then let's get to it. Start by clicking in this box called the name box. Type in 1 through 1000 and press enter. This will select rows 1 through 1000, and with these rows selected, right-click, resize rows, set the size to 30, and click OK. Then increase the font size to 12, set the fill color to light gray 1, set the horizontal alignment to left and the vertical alignment to middle. Then turn off the grid lines by going to View, Show, uncheck grid lines. Next, select column A, right-click, resize column, set the size to 50, and click OK. Select column B, right-click, resize column, set the size to 150, and click OK. Select columns C and D, right-click, and resize the columns to size 75. Then resize column E to 250. Then resize columns F through I to size 150. After that, select cell B2 and type in start date, then below end date. Select C2 through D2 and click this to merge the cells into one. Then use the blue dot called the fill handle to copy the merged cell down one row. Then select B2 through D3, click the Borders button, set the color to dark gray 2, and click this to apply all borders. Then go to Fill Color and click Reset. Then select B2 through B3 and bold the font. Then with B2 and B3 selected, right-click and copy. Select I2, right-click and paste. Then change the horizontal alignment to center. And delete the text. Then in cell I2, type in total cost. Okie dokie, go ahead and click in the name box again. Type in B5 through I60 and press enter. Go to Fill Color and select Reset. Then go to Borders and click this to apply an outer border. Next, select B5 through I5. Bold the font. Set the fill color to light blue 3. Then go to Borders and apply an outer border. Then in cell B5, type in date, then day, #, activity, start time, hours, end time, and finally, cost. Select B2 through B3, set the fill color to light yellow 3, select I2, and set the fill color to light green 3. Then scroll down, select cell B62, bold the font, set the fill color to light red 3, go to Borders and apply an outer border, and type in Notes. Then select B63 through I70, go to Borders and apply an outer border. Then, with the range still selected, go to Borders again, change the color to light gray 2, and click this to apply inner horizontal borders. Also, reset the fill color. Okay, go ahead and scroll back up. Click in the name box again, type in B6 through I60, and press enter. Go to Borders and click this to apply inner borders. Alright, go ahead and enter a start date, an end date, and a few pieces of sample data like so. This is going to help us validate our formulas here in a minute. And once you have it, you're ready for the formulas. First, we're going to add formulas that calculate the weekday based on the entered date. So start in cell C6 and enter the formula equals if function B6 equals quote, quote, next argument, quote, dash, quote, next argument, text function B6, next argument, quote, 3Ds, quote, close parentheses twice, and press enter. The if function checks if cell B6 is empty. If it is, it returns a dash. If not, the text function takes the date and transforms it into the 3-letter abbreviation of the weekday that date falls on. That's what the 3Ds are for. And once you have the formula working, use the fill handle to copy the formula down to row 60. Next, let's calculate the end times if a duration is entered. So start in cell H6 and enter the following, equals if function G6 equals quote, quote, next argument, quote, dash, quote, next argument, F6 plus G6 divided by 24. Here, the if function checks to see if a duration has been entered. If there's no duration, it returns a dash. Otherwise, the hours are divided by 24 and added to the start time to give you the end time. And if you'd like to learn why we divide by 24 here, I've linked a video in the description where I explain the details behind time math in Google Sheets. For now, though, use the fill handle to copy the formula down to row 60. Okay, now for the total cost at the top. Select cell I3 and enter the formula equals subtotal function 9, next argument, I6 through I60, close parentheses, and press enter. The 9 tells the subtotal function to calculate the sum. Specifically, the function sums the numbers in the cost column range that we've referenced here, and we use the subtotal function so that the total updates whenever we filter the table below. If we were to just use sum, the total wouldn't change when the data is filtered, so that's why we use subtotal. And that does it for the formulas. So now, just a few formatting touches and we'll be done with the build. First, select the start and end dates and click the More Formats button here. Select Custom Date and Time and pick a format that you like, or you can build your own. Personally, I like to have the month abbreviation, a space, the day, comma, space, and the full numeric year. Then click Apply, and then change the horizontal alignment to center. Next, select the entire date column. Click the More Formats button and apply the same custom date format. After that, select all the formulas under the day column. Set the text color to dark blue 2, then click the Fill Color button and click the plus to create a custom color. Enter the hex code F9, 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 which gives you a very light gray, and click OK. Next, select the end time column, set the text color to dark blue 2, and set the fill color to the custom light gray that we just created. After that, select columns F through I, and change the alignment to center. Select column G, click the More Formats button, and select Number. Select column I, click the More Formats button, and select Number. And to finish, click in the name box one more time, type in B5 through I60, and press Enter. Then go to Data, Create a Filter. You can now select a number of rows in the middle of the itinerary, right-click, and hide to save space. And you have your itinerary ready to go. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and if you'd like another awesome build, then watch this video next.